introduced with so many things, but I need to introduce myself officially. I'm called Gloria Nshakanabo. I like to use the three names because they make me who I am. So Nshakanabo is my father and my husband is called Ndiomugabe. What is your value? So now that we can't all get to Slido, I can see a few answers there. Some people have written integrity, others have written accountability. Just let me have two hands and you tell me what your value is. Please, what's your value? You have no value. Am I in the right place? What is your value? Yes, please. Sorry? Justice. Another one? Leaders. What's your value? Yes? Trustworthiness. Respect. Yes, please. Honesty. Yes, please. Discipline. Okay, we can go on and on and on and talk about values. Why am I asking for values? I don't want to waste my time talking to people with no values. Do you know what they call wasting? It's writing on water. Okay? It is very, very important for everyone to have values. Okay? One of the values I love most is integrity. Someone already posted that they love integrity. And if I'm to ask what is integrity, I want one of the leaders to tell me what is integrity. The new leaders. Yes, lady. In your simple terms.
Thank you very much. Integrity means being somebody of high consistency.
Some time back I was speaking to some people and someone described to me what integrity means and I was very humbled. Integrity is when you serve one piece of meat when the saucepan is full of meat. Do you get me? You are the first one on the queue and you pick one piece and yet the saucepan is full. Do you get me? No. I don't know how they serve probably your dining, eh? They have given you the spoon, not that someone is behind the counter serving you, but you are number one on the queue and you have picked only one piece of meat. You know how people love meat? For me, I love meat, let me tell you people. But when someone associated integrity with meat, I could feel it because integrity is so painful. Do you know how painful it is? Because you have to let go. So if you have that value of integrity, those are the kind of leaders that we would like to have in Uganda. Because you feel pain for everyone else. I have studied almost everything, but because, apart from medicine, it's because of agility. You know what we call agility? I just want to remain relevant. And as you work, you realize that you need the mathematics, you need the English, you need the language, you get. As you work, you keep on knowing that you need something. After you've done strategic planning, you know that I need to communicate strategic planning. So you go and now study how to communicate. Then you go and study how to make a presentation. So you keep adding on and adding on. As they were talking, someone said, teachers don't have to do so much because you are everywhere, you've done everything, you've taught everything. But you know, you cannot remain teaching. I don't know how much money you earn, but I hear of sciences and arts. I don't know the difference, but you cannot keep doing that one job because that income is not going to be enough for you, isn't it? So planned to add something into your pockets? And adding it with integrity. Not lies and lies and lies and lies. But what is that thing that is going to add something into your pocket when you have integrity? Okay? Now, this is where I'm coming. Because we have to believe in ourselves. And to begin with you, I would like us to do a declaration. You know what they call a declaration? Do you know what you declare with your mouth? It comes to pass. So my topic today is about being people of greatness. If you believe that you're a person of greatness, you actually be. And being a person of greatness doesn't mean that you have to pause, wait for everyone to sit and say, come, see me, I'm a person of greatness. No. So I would like to start with a declaration of all of us. So let's stand up. Okay, I would like you to declare that I am a person of greatness. I am a person of greatness. I am destined for greatness. I will impact. And I will leave a legacy. Okay, have you got the words? Because I want you now to say them when you mean them. Actually, you can close your eyes so that you mean them.
I am a person of greatness.
You people, why are you not believing in yourself? Believe
For greatness.
I will impact.
I will impact.
And I will leave a legacy.
I will leave a legacy.
Now let's say it more stronger than that. I am I am destined
For greatness.
I will impact and I will. Great. You may sit down. But you have not just said those words. So what are the next steps to be that person of greatness? If you call yourself, me I'm poor, you will remain poor. But from today onwards, we have already made this declaration that we are people of greatness, and we are going to live by that. So, what are those things that we are going to do? Plus what they've already talked about. Live a life of integrity. I cannot say more about integrity because I've already given you an example. Create a brand. What are you known for? I work for Uganda Revenue Authority. When I joined as a customs officer. I guess you people know customs officers probably in your villages, what they do. For the last 20-something years, I've been in Uganda Revenue Authority. No one can point a finger. They've never even invited me to witness on any case. Because I have learned to live within my means. Remember when I met the man who had nothing, I said, don't worry, we shall work. Because my focus was not about quick money, because I know people sweat and work for it. So, focus, create a brand. Even when I was in the field, people would not come to me for deals because I had created a brand and they would say, Uchigo Wenatuman. I was branded Uchiga, but that one saved me a lot. So, what is your brand? What is your brand? Maybe because of these people's brand, that's why you have been able to give them the votes, isn't it? So for you to be a person of greatness, you need to create a brand and live a life of integrity. Are we together, the teachers? Secondly, growth. It's about growth. Nurture and grow others. You know your teachers, people believe in you so much. I remember the teachers we had who have made us probably successful. And some of them are still teachers. But the good thing with teachers, you never grow old. Even when I come back next time, you'll still be looking the same. But it's not just about age. Are you in position to nurture others? Forget about the teaching. That one is just a job. But how do you encourage other people to grow, not only academically, but also in all the 360 degrees of life? So as leaders, you have to set strategies to nurture other people so that they come into your footsteps. Then you're becoming a person of greatness. Because a person of greatness is able to influence others. And you cannot influence without growing. Okay? Listen. 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 I know most of you are teachers. You know teachers, eh? You're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. Do you listen? Do you listen? Eh? Maybe these days. Many times teachers are talking, but do you listen? Do you know that you can learn something even as teachers? You know that, eh? Please, learn to listen, because when you listen, then you get to understand others. And for you to be great, actually do a lot of listening. Because that one is going to earn you the respect. It's going to earn you the feeling of he is with us, he's listening to us, he understands our problems. You know what I mean? And then people can associate with you. And once they associate with you, you automatically become a person of greatness. Now, improve your social capital. The Bachiga used to say, let me tell you, that one is a testimony for me. So you need social capital. But one of my colleagues talked about the friends. Even in social capital, you have to, who are you socializing with? Are they people of value? Or they are these just people who are going to make you go astray. So in your social capital, make sure that you're going to meet people and befriend people who are going to improve you. You understand? Someone that is going to make you grow into a better person. Now, do a little extra. Do a little more. You are all called to class, but you know there are those people who will revise, and there are those ones who will only take what the teacher has said. You know that? But when the results come, you can tell that this one put in a little more effort in whatever you're doing. Do it your best and put in a little more effort. I am so sad that we can't see these animations there. But anyway, there's always option B. The other thing is trust in God. She already talked about that. And that is why I asked you your values. Because people who don't trust in God have no values. But how do you live in an environment with no values? It means you're going to do things selfishly to whom it may concern. And do you know what that means to the next person? You're infringing on their rights. And that is not being a person of greatness. Now, what I would like you to do when we leave here is to evaluate yourself. I know there are times when you have that small voice in your head and it is telling you, what are you doing? Take this direction, and you don't listen to it. Now, you need what they call me time to sit in a corner and think about your life. This is beginning of year, and it's beginning of an office for some people and others are handing over. What is that you have focused, that you're going to bring on the table? Of course, you're going to pray to God, but you don't just pray to God. You have to put something in writing. You have to have a plan. So when we leave this place, can we establish the purpose. What is your purpose? Do you have a purpose? Hello? Do you have a purpose? This time not a value, because now at least I know everyone has a value. Do you have a purpose? Is it in your head or you have written it down? Okay, when you write it down, what do you do? There are those steps. By the time I make 35, I should have married. I should have gotten a job. I should have built a house. You make a plan with timelines on how you're going to achieve the purpose. So, but before you do that, you have to start with evaluating who you are. What is it? What are those gaps that you need to cover? Of course, I know as teachers, you make those teaching plans. But these plans we are talking about are not those ones of classroom. Those are personal plans where you have a purpose, where you have a goal. Okay? Now, develop what they call a growth plan. She talked about it. She talked about a growth plan. Everyone grows. Whether you want it or not, it is by default, but it can also still be planned. Make sure that you keep that growth plan, but the best thing is when you have written it down. Okay? I am not perfect, and nobody is perfect. So if I'm dealing with someone, if they have a good quality, that is what I will maximize. We work in teams. There are people who are very good at presentation, other people are good at reporting. So make use of everyone's strength in a team to achieve the main goal. I think you see people who read notes or write notes. Yes, ladies. It is very important. Yes, it is. Okay, let's have that one and then. That is critical. Yes, there was a hand here.
I might have done the practice, both invitations and project exercise.
Great. Yes. Yes, do more of listening. Correct. This side, have you learned anything? Hey, many hands. Yes? Sure. I think that's bad. You have to draw a plan on how you're going to do that. Okay, next. There was a hand next to you. Good. Mindset is critical. Yes. You is right. An ego's lifestyle. I should share with you the ego. Yes, please.
I have learned to socialize with people who can improve me.
Definitely. Yeah. You need someone who can change this place.
Trust in God. That evaluate yourself. What can I be a man of purpose?
I've taken checking off the past, I look at myself and I move on.
Great. Yeah. This is it.
I have learned to be a woman of integrity and purposeful.
Kigezi has very brilliant people, and God has endowed us with a lot of beauty. But as we stay with the Baganda in Uganda, you know how they love their culture. But just because they have a leader who is the king who can promote it, and they have been so intentional. So, some time back, you've heard of ICOB, eh? You know ICOB, eh? ICOB was trying to do something to keep the Banyakigezi together. You know, Banyakigezi has more powerful people in this government, I think, than any other. You may not know. Because some of the MPs in the other regions are Bafuruch. So if you put Banyakigezi together, we are very powerful people. But where is our culture? Where is it? We have children who cannot even speak the language. Okay, mine do. Because I really love culture. And I would like it to continue. But as I was still thinking, ICOB came up with terms of reference. They wanted this, an anthem for Banyakigezi. And it has always been my dream to do something. Remember, being a person who's ready, what is it that I can do for my community that will impact? Because for me, I can say I've already left a legacy. I have seen the legacy before I died. But now, even if I know we don't have institutions that are going to say this is the acceptable Kigezi anthem, but at least I know that I've done a song that impacts. So when they asked me to write this song, they gave me terms of reference. So the terms of reference they gave me was, it must be a song that is cutting across all generations in whatever area they are in. So I followed the terms of reference, and that is how the song came up. But of course, I did not do it alone. I had to invite other artists, and they joined me, and we do it. So I'm so proud that I've been able to do something for the Banyakigezi. That is what we call being purposeful, being intentional in what you do, because that song, for it to reach that level, it went through all the hands. I can tell you, this song has made me meet all the important Banyakigezi, right from the former governor, all the MPs, and because of that song, they are all a call away. When I say, Gloria, everyone is ready to give me audience. So this is what I'm telling you, when you make yourself relevant, when you create social capital, then you are able to